Well, good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm so tired right now, guys. This is the first night in like, I don't know, over a week, I think, that I've stayed up past midnight. I need to go and take a shower and get to bed so bad. I actually also slept in this morning though, so I'm not super tired right now, but it's also because it's the first day in probably over a week that I'm actually able to sleep in. Like yesterday, because they were delivering the furniture, I had to be up and like take care of the dogs before and everything like that. We had to get up early to like do the painting and stuff like that, and before that we were up because my cousin's you know, the company that he works with, they were doing the floors and the ceiling and the painting stuff and, you know, all that, and so you know, they were here like I don't know, 7 o'clock, or not 7 o'clock, I think like around 8ish, 9, on a couple days. I was up like at 7 o'clock on a handful of those days. But oh my goodness, guys, I'm cold. Like, and I'm in my old bedroom, and it's warm in here, and it is the probably still warmest room in the house, but like it just, I'm cold. And also too, like, I don't like like, I am currently sitting on my bed, which is just my box spring and my mattress, because I'm not staying in here. I'm going to be moving to my other room, but we ended up running into kind of a problem today. So we ended up going to take the tape off, and there was a couple places where it needed touch-ups, and not because anything happened with the paint. It was like when we took the tape off, like it pulled like paint off the wall. So we ended up like, and honestly too, it could be because it's so cold, because we were having that problem in here too, but like the walls, honestly, they're like freezing cold. Well, and this one's even an interior wall and it's still kind of cold, but like the exterior walls, they're like freezing cold. And this room only has one of them, but still, like, it's cold in here in the house, and I think that that could be affecting the paint as well. When we took the tape off though, like I said, I noticed a couple spots, and I ended up going back over and fixing them, but now we can't paint the trim until we wait for the paint to dry. So the paint will be dry like hopefully by tomorrow, and we'll be good, but we can't tape anything off and paint until my dad tapes off the walls so that we can paint the trim. So yeah, it's a whole whole headache. Oh my goodness, guys, I am just like waiting to be back in my room. And because I wasn't there for a few days, but now I'm back in this room, and I was like, I don't like being in here though, because I'm so low to the ground, and the windows in here are so high up, and like all of my furniture is on the floor. Like, I feel claustrophobic, and also like because like all my stuff is like all around me, and like I feel like I can't like reach like the windows. They just feel so high up and so far away, because like when I was sleeping in here, I was like another, like, I was probably where my head is like right now. My bed was honestly like around this point. So like the fact that like that was where my mattress was, and like I'm sitting so far down from it, like I just feel so uncomfortable in here. Like I said, it's like kind of like I'm claustrophobic in this space. It's just too, because like in general, like the windows though, they're just high up, like in the bedrooms. The window actually runs along where this trim is. Like this trim is like where the windowsill is on the other side. So like that's how high up the windows are. But like again too, I feel like I'm like so short in here, and like it just, and there's like nothing on the walls too, so the room feels really like tall as well. And like I have not liked being in here like this, because I'm so used to this being the way my room was before, with my bed, with, you know, all of my furniture and stuff like that. And it's like, no, all of my stuff is just in boxes on the floor in here. So yeah, and it's also like weirdly echoey in here too, which I don't mind. Like I haven't minded when I'm singing and painting, because the acoustics are really good. And I was like painting today earlier, and I was just like belting like while I was singing, because it was so like the acoustics are so good. But then I was like, you go and put furniture in there, and it's like they're not as good anymore. So but I was actually listening to the Wicked soundtrack and singing to that. So yeah, that was that was what I was doing while I was putting the last coat of paint on the ceiling. And so that was what I needed to do, and I finished that. And then again, by like late afternoon, we ended up taking all of the tape off, and there wasn't even a problem with the ceiling. The ceiling tape was not any of the problem. It was all the stuff that was on the bottom. And again, too, I don't know what it was, if it was from it being cold or whatever it was, but it did peel off. Not peeled off, but like there was a couple spots where like the paint just you know, like needed to be touched up. So we did that, but like I said, we can't paint now until my dad gets home to be able to tape it off, because I don't do a very good job at taping. Hopefully he will do a better job, but once we finish with the trim, then we can put the furniture together and then we can be done. So ideally, we wanted to have been done basically with the painting the trim today, or maybe even like have one coat maybe left to do tomorrow or something like that. But that was really what the plan was, and then start putting furniture together tomorrow. But it looks like we're gonna be painting tomorrow, and since we have to wait till my dad gets home, like we can't paint during the day, so we'll probably get maybe one coat on tomorrow night and then have to paint like another 2 coats on Thursday. Like, so it's just one of those things where like these projects, they just keep dragging out, and I'm just, you know, guys, I just want it to be done. I want it to be over. I want to be like, and the thing is too, is that it's dragging out so close to Christmas. And the other thing too is that we're going on Monday. My dad is going to go and hang my aunt's light fixture that she brought from her old house to her new place, and my dad's gonna hang it for her and like install it and everything. And when we do that, I'm gonna bring the pictures that I've been that I organized all of them with, you know, for her and everything like that. And I know I've had her photos for forever. I've been done with them since like July, and they've been in like boxes like ready to go, like give back to her since July. The only thing was I didn't scan any of the photos because I couldn't get the scanner like to working. That was another whole headache, but I finally ended up getting it to work with Jack's computer. So I've been using his computer to like scan at least the old pictures, because I really wanted some of those ones, like the really old ones of like my great grandparents and stuff like that. Like my aunt has some of those photos, so I scanned those. But I was like, well, you know what, if I still have extra time, I'm gonna try and scan a lot of the other ones that I kind of still wanted. Like I kind of went through like wedding photos and anniversary photos and stuff like that, because that was the box that I had that I was going through. But then I know there's like the thing is too, is that like it's been easier to do because I don't have to write, like, because there's writing on the back of them, a lot of the really old ones. And so I've had to like, I type out then what each photo says on the back of it. And that's been one of the biggest pains, and like, not pains, but like just taking me a really long time. And with today, I literally just put like a bunch of photos on like the scanner and then just scanned them, and then just moved on to the next ones and then just scanned those. So again too, I can like go through on my own time and like identify people and stuff like that later. I don't need to do that right now, but I was doing that when I was like writing out like what was on the back of the photo, like, oh, this is, you know, grandma so-and-so, and this was grandpa so-and-so, and you know, this was at their apartment, or you know, and this was the year, you know, like all that stuff is like written on the back of the photo, so that I have like, you know, like kind of just like a copy, I guess, of that, of what was written on the back of it. So I've been going through and like putting that in like the comment section of the photo. But that has been taking me a long time. Today I was able to get through way more photos because I haven't had to worry about that. I've just been putting them in like their own folder. Like when I go through and like organize them on the computer, I just put them in their own folder and then just, you know, like go through it. So I haven't had to really worry about that, and like typing any of the stuff out, or like having to try and read and decipher what the back of the photo said. Because that's the other thing too, is that some of the cursive I cannot read. Like I can't read it. And like even too, I was like having Jack and my mom with some of the stuff help me like to try and decipher it, and like it's just, some of it is like not even spelled right too, like, you know, it's just like not like proper, like it's not proper grammar, sometimes it's not proper English, like it's been really hard and really confusing. So thankfully, like I said, this stuff has been a lot easier to just be like, this was, I did like my great grandparents like 25th wedding anniversary, or no, their 50th wedding anniversary, I think. I also think that they had celebrated a 60th wedding anniversary possibly. And I want to say that was when I was born. Maybe, or something like that. But I know that their 25th, my aunt had at her house, or no, their 50th, I think my aunt had like at their house. I know I scanned those pictures, but like those are the kind of ones that like I want, because like my grandma was there, my, you know, my aunt was there, my uncle was there, you know, like and they, you know, like my great grandparents were there, like that kind of stuff. Like I still, and like my different aunts and, you know, like extended family, like that kind of stuff was like at that kind of party. So all I did was just put it like grandparents, great grandparents, like 25th wedding anniversary, or the 50th, or whatever it was, and like that kind of stuff, and just, you know, again, scanned a bunch of those photos. So it was way easier. I got through a ton of photos today and like scanned them all and everything like that. It's just I'll have to go back through them later and like, you know, clean up the stuff and, you know, like tag who's in those photos and stuff like that. So anyways, that was what I was doing today, since I had no painting job to do for the rest of the day. And I won't tomorrow either, so I'll probably work on that some more as well, since I still have time before Monday when we go to return that to my aunt. So anyways, I will see you guys though in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.